Well, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are. Um, so if you're seeing this post, this is my first post about Meet the Women, the podcast that I'm trying to get off the floor. Like I've said before, it was a baby thought that I had. And I'm going to explain how this came about and why I want to make this podcast. So, as many of you know, my friends or the people in my life, my fiance travels a lot in the music industry. He's actually gone right now. He's been in Texas for 12 days today, I think, and he comes back this afternoon, and I'm pretty excited about it. But while he was gone the other night, we were texting back and forth about goals, and I'd realized that I didn't really have any. I was following his plan and his goals, and he is where he wants to be in his life now. And he is ready to keep moving forward and keep crashing his, well, not crashing, but to keep his momentum rolling with what he wants to do with his life. But I realized that I don't think I had any goals of my life set, and it kind of was depressing. I've gone through a lot this last year. I lost my dad. I stepped away from a position that I really loved at work. I started working from home with the same company, which is a big deal. It's not what I thought it was going to be. I love my job, but I don't see people. And when Brad's gone, like it's super, super quiet. So my brain's going a mile a minute constantly. And again, going back to my goals, it's always been hard for me to identify with other women, with regular, I wouldn't say regular, but men who have 9-to-5 jobs. My man's on the road in the music industry. He's meeting people all the time, and our lifestyle is way different than your typical marriage. So I was shower thoughts is what Brad always calls them. And I had an epiphany to start a podcast called Old Wives' Tales. And it was to talk to the women behind the scenes of their husbands or boyfriends or significant others. There's a lot that we go through, that we deal with. There's depression. There is longing that's there. There's a whole plethora of things that people just don't understand. So I thought, well, I'll start this podcast, and it'll be old wives' tales, and we would just get together and talk and like be funny and share our stories, because being on the road is not very glamorous as people might think it is. It is super cool that he gets to do what he does and meet the people that he does, and I absolutely love him for it. I have backed him the entire time. But then I thought, well, it's my turn. So the podcast idea came out, and all of a sudden I hyper fixated on it. It's been, I think I'm on day 3 now of hyper fixating on this, and the ball has just started bouncing like crazy. And I reached out to people for their thoughts and ideas, and it came out, well, why don't we just support all women in the music industry, all of them? My life looks different from a lot of other ones, so I wanted to start a podcast to help support these women. My stepdaughter wants to go to music school. She wants to follow in her dad's footsteps. She also wants to sing. So it's empowering our children, or it's empowering other women that want to get out there. And not necessarily just as like a main act or an artist, but if you want to run a venue, I've got friends that have reached out about the venues, the management, all sorts of different things. And that's where Meet the Women was born. Women empowerment in the music industry. There's so much that I see that people don't see, also. So this is super important to me, and giving me some self-worth. Like I said, I had a really bad year last year, and I feel like I needed something, and this is my something. So Brad comes home today, And I'm gonna force him. He's tired of hearing about this. I'm gonna force him for us to go through all of his stuff to see what equipment that he has, because I have no idea how to do a podcast. I have no idea what I need, what I don't need. Should I do a video / audio podcast? Should I just do an audio podcast? And then, you know, I am an awkward person. I'm very shy. I wouldn't say shy. I'm introverted, I guess. I don't know. I can be around people, but I'm really quiet unless I really know you. So, getting this started, I have tons of people that have agreed to interview with me that I'm super, super excited about, from main artist to the wives and girlfriends, like I said, you know. And I'm also thinking about doing the spinoff still of the old wives tales, and have me and the girls, you know, just sit back and kick it and talk and joke and play and have fun. And so that's where I'm at. That's what I am thriving for. And I really hope, even if it touches one person or helps one person, if this, you know, if it gives me the opportunity to help my daughter get to where she needs to go, or help finance where she's going, or whatever it is she wants to do. Another girlfriend of mine, her daughter's in school right now. She has jumped on the opportunity to help where it's needed with me. You know, my social medias, I think, is what we talked about. Again, I'm only 3 or 4 days into this. I have no idea where it's going to go, how it's going to blossom, if it's going to blossom, but I'm going to do it anyways. The quote that I've been saying lately is that you lose 100% of the things that you don't try. So I even Instagram Bunny to be a mentor. Again, I'm weird and I make knee-jerk decisions. She never reached back out, but who's to say that her management hasn't seen it yet? So Bunny, if you're seeing this, I mean, you're perfect. So anyways, thank you guys for all the love and support. I really needed it. The feedback, the passion, the people that have agreed that this might be something that is genius. I wouldn't say genius, I'm not that smart, but something that would work. I want to empower women, and I want to talk about music. I mean, that's the only thing in my life is my husband, my kids, and our music. So this is it. Thank you guys if you stayed and listened to me ramble for, I don't know, I'm cutting the first half of this out because it's just me making funny faces. All right. Reach out if you have any input. It's greatly appreciated. Or just like this post and share this post. You guys have a great day. Bye.